A very good morning, class 12th. So, as you know that we have finished with our topic, that is transcription. We have finished that part thoroughly. Now let's move on to after next part, that is after mRNA. As you know that central dogma says that DNA has to transfer its genetic information to mRNA and then to the proteins. So now we are left with that how from mRNA proteins are going to form. And if we have to form the proteins, what do you need? You need a amino acid sequence, because only then, if you will have amino acid sequence, then they will form a polypeptide chain, because amino acid, they are joined with the help of peptide bond. So but how? That we have only formed mRNA, we have not formed any kind of polypeptide chain is there. So yes, so for that, how that amino acids, they are going to show a relationship with mRNA, and mRNA is having nucleotide sequence. So to understand replication, first thing we have to go through is genetic code, because so many times in my previous videos I use the word code. So here today we are going to talk about that what is a genetic code. Actually, it is a relationship, as you can see, between the sequence of nucleotides. If we talk about RNA nucleotides, what we will get, which kind of nucleotides are present in RNA? It is adenine, uracil, guanine, and cytosine. In RNA, there is no thymine. So the RNA which will be formed, it will have that kind of sequences. Now it has to form a relationship. It has there should be some relationship with these amino acids which form a polypeptide chain. So that relationship between mRNA and sequence of amino acids in a polypeptide chain, that is called genetic code. So means, if I make it very simple, see how many nitrogen bases you have. You have 4 nitrogen bases. How many amino acids? 20 amino acids generally they are present in our body. As there is with the research, new amino acids, they are also occurring in nature, but we will talk about the 20, right? So it means, what is a code? Means these nitrogen bases, they are going to code for these 20 amino acid. Can you imagine, just 4 nitrogen bases, they are going to code 20 amino acid. So for that, there is a scientist, he studied this code, that what is actually this, how is this possible that 4 nitrogen bases, they are coding for 20 amino acids, how, right? So he that thing was given by, this code was given by George Gamow. He said there are 4 nitrogen bases, and these 4 nitrogen bases, they are ultimately responsible or code for 20 amino acid. It means a code, it should be either, now what is a code? It can be 1 letter, it can be 2 letter, it can be 3, it can be 4, if you have to imagine. But see, one code, with one code, just with the 1 letter, means if you use just A, can you cover 20 amino acid? No. If you use 2AU, still there is a no possibility that you can cover 20 amino acid. It is a probability, basically, with the help of the probability or chances of coming it to cover 20 amino acid. With that, they calculated that a code is always 3-letter word. Code is always a triplet letter which will cover our 20 amino acids, because 4 is also more than, it is covering 20, but we need only 20, so we are suitable for 3. It means it will make a sequence like AUG, GUC, CGA, triplet code, right? Triple letters, 3 letters. So his idea, there's three scientists, another three scientists, they supported his idea, like Dr. Guru Hargobind Khurana, Marshall Nirenberg, Severo Okoa. They supported his experiment. They said codes are always triplet. So three nitrogen bases, I told you that they will make a code. How to make this table? Now there is nothing that you can be like, you feel like how this code, this is very difficult to remember. No, see, there are four nitrogen bases, we know, so you should aware of those four nitrogen bases, U, A, C, G, or it can be, you can write down it like a U, C, A, G also, right? But how to make this table? The first letter will go, it is in this direction, we are writing the first letter, then here it will make the second letter, and here we are making our third letter. So as you can see that there are total, we are having these how many boxes? We are going to get 64 codes, right? Because as let's count them, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So 16 into 4, how much we will get? That is 64 codes. So now how to make this? See, first letter U, second U, third U. So here in each box you have to make this. Here you cannot write when you are making third letter, you have to write down individually U, A, same sequences. If you are using U, C, A, G, then write here U, C, A, G. If you are using U, A, C, G, then make it U, A, C, G. So now first letter U, we have written here U. Second letter U, U. Third letter U, yes, U. Now U, U, A. I will make one for you. So here you can see, here I am writing first letter, this is my second letter C, and this is my third letter U, C, U. Again first letter, second letter, third letter, again U, C, C, again U, C, G. So in this way you can complete this table. As you can see, I have completed one for you, that here I have taken the sequence U, C, A, G, because here see, you can easily correlate it with your NCERT book, that is same table which is in your NCERT, U, C, A, G, U, C, A, G, U, C, A, G. Now here we got our 20 amino acids coded by the four nitrogen bases. So C, they will code for PHE, and here you will get all the name of amino acid. PHE, phenylalanine, LEU, leucine. So UUC, they will code for phenylalanine amino acid, both. UUA, UUG, they can code for leucine. They will code for leucine. Actually, I cannot say they can, they will code for leucine. CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG, leucine, that is also leucine. So here you can see, you can come out one with the one that outcome, that more than one code can code for one amino acid. Mean one amino acid can be coded by more than one nitrogen, more than one triplet code, because here you can see this CUG also code for leucine, CUA also code for leucine, CUC also code for leucine, but ultimately amino acid is leucine. So one amino acid can be coded by more than one codes, right? Now here ILE, that is isoleucine, MET, methionine, VAL, valine, SER, serine, PRO, proline, THR, threonine, ALA, alanine, TYR, that is tyrosine. Now there are three stop codons, UAA, UAG, UGA. They will not code for any amino acid. It means out of 64, right? Out of 64, only 61 codes they will code for amino acid. 3 will not going to code for amino acid, and these are called stop codons. UAA, UAG, UGA. These are our stop codons. Now HIS, histidine, GLN, glutamine, ASN, asparagine, LYS, lysine, ASP, aspartic acid, GLU, glutamic acid, CYS, that is cysteine, TRP, tryptophan, SER, serine. Then there is ARG code for arginine. Then GLY, that code for glycine, GLY code for glycine. So here we are with the 20 amino acid which are coded by 4 nitrogen bases in the triplet code. So this is our genetic code table. Now, so their total are 64 codes, only 61 code for amino acid, 3 do not code for anything, and they are called nonsense codons. They will be UAG, UGA, as you can see here, UAA, UAG, UAA, UAG, and UGA. Here UAA, UAG, UGA. So these are our 3 stop codons. We will discuss that what is their importance in the translation process. So next, that is important that you need to understand the features or the characteristics of genetic code. There are 64 codes, 64 codons. Out of 64, 61 code for amino acid, 3 are nonsense, UAA, UAG, UGA. These are nonsense codons. Each code is non-ambiguous, means without any doubt. If there is AUG, if like GAU, it means it will code for aspartic acid. There is not a doubt that it will not code for it will not code for aspartic acid. Like AUG, it always code for methionine, and it will always code for methionine without any doubt. And this thing is called non-ambiguous. Wherever it is present, either it is present in a bacteria or it is present in a human being, it is always going to code for methionine if your code is AUG. Codes are universal. UUU always code for phenylalanine. Either it is bacteria or humans, it will code for phenylalanine. From simple organism to more complex organism, UUU always code for phenylalanine. So it means codes are universal, same present everywhere. They are read without any comma or space. They are commaless. They on sequence, on mRNA sequences are present like this: AUG, UUU, AUC. So we read them as AUG, UUU, AUC, because our code is a triplet code with the 3 letters, but there is no comma, no space. Codes are non-overlapping. If your sequence is coming like this: AUG, UCC, UCA, you cannot read it like AUG, UUGU, UCC, right? Means GUC, CUA. You cannot read them like this. They will be always read as AUG, UCC, UCA. They are non-overlapping, but this is not seen in case of codons. Overlapping is not seen. Always read as AUG, UUU. You cannot read it like UGU. No, it will read as it. We will read it as AUG. We will read always first 3 and then next 3. So they are non-overlapping. Start codon. AUG is a start codon, and it performs a dual function. Very, very important point, that it all code for methionine also, and it acts as a start codon from where the translation process will be started. So start codon is your AUG, and it will form perform two functions. One, it code for methionine wherever it is present in the sequence. If your sequence is coming like this, UAC, UCG, AUG. So here you can see AUG. So it will code for methionine. If it is present in starting, it is usually present in starting also, then it will act as a start codon. So first amino acid always going to recognize or synthesize this methionine. If it is present in middle, then it will help in synthesis of methionine. So there are three stop codons or nonsense codons because they do not code for any amino acid. So these are UGA, UAA, UAG. UGA's technical name is opal and UA is ochre and UAG is known as amber. Again, once again, these are your neat questions. UGA, it is technically known as opal. UAA, it is known as ochre, and UAG is known as amber. So here these are our three nonsense codon. They do not code for any amino acid. Code is degenerating, means one amino acid can be coded by more than one codon. Already we saw that one amino acid can be coded by more than one codon. So here we are finished with our, now we completely understood that what is a genetic code, what do you mean by triplet codon. So next it will be very easy for us to now understand the translation process. So I will meet you in my next lecture, that is the translation process.